Denny, a couple of nominations over the weekend. You've decided to accept with As a Reach and Jack's Boom in town at Doomben, but they're also nominated for Bow Desert on the weekend.
Yeah, As a Reach, he'll go to the Class 6 plate at Doomben. That's a given. Jack's Boom, she's drawn okay. I'm just not happy with, I think she's happier on a firmer track rather than a wet track, so I'll accept Bow Desert and see which is the better option for her. But she come through her last run really well, and I couldn't be happier with her.
Seems to have come back in good order. Speaking of Jack's Boom, she trialled well and looked a coming winner, and she was able to get the job done here on the Poly.
Yeah, she's just come back a different filly this time. Last time in, she was mentally there but physically immature. She's strengthened up, and as I said to the owner, she's always going to be a better 3-year-old than 2-year-old, but it's late in the 2-year-old season, so hopefully she can win another cutest race on Saturday.
As a Reach was back into form at Bow Desert, a track that he's had good success at. He does appreciate rain-affected tracks, so if you happen to get a soft track at Doomben on Saturday, that should enhance his chances?
Definitely enhance his chances if it, 7 to a 10, even 9 or 10. If he gets a 10, he just doesn't go any slower on those types of tracks. He's a unique horse, I can tell you. He's different, and but his win was good at Bowie the other day. It was just 1400. He led for fun, controlled the race, and give a good kick at the top of the straight.
You were saying off air that now he's sort of a little bit tricky to place after that win with a decent handicap bump up in the weights now.
Yeah, absolutely. He went up 3.5 points to 76, so it just makes him that little tricky to place now. But well, if it was a handicap race in town on Saturday, he'd be really right in the race.
Espresso Love is another nomination that you've got for Bow Desert on Saturday. A pretty consistent style of mare. She's never too far away.
No, she does appreciate the poly track too. She's not bad on that. I think she's had 3 starts for a second and 2 wins, so she does appreciate the poly track, but she's effective again on turf, but another one that's probably doesn't want too much give in the ground. She draws a good gate, she'll get a nice run, and she'll be hard to beat as well.
It's almost been 12 months since you made the move to the Gold Coast. How have you settled in, and firstly, how have you adapted to the training regime at the moment with just access to the poly track, or slipping them out to Bow Desert for grass gallops, etc.?
Look, it's always challenging when you do a major track renovation like this, but we've been pretty fortunate. We've had the poly track, which it stood up pretty well for training. We got the back track, and obviously we can access Bow Desert for grass gallops, but it's all been pretty seamless, and everyone seems to get on and do the right thing, and it's all working well at the moment.
You're happy with your numbers that you've got here as well?
Well, I've just had a bit of a cull, and there's a few more to go, but it's this time of the year when the babies start to come in. We just sort through them, and there's a couple there that we've placed online that they'll win another race or 2 around in their area, but we've got a lot of babies coming through, so it's time to do a bit of a cull.
There's about 30 seconds left. You can give a sales pitch now if you want.
They're online, they're for sale, and they're all in good health, so they'll be there for sale.
Best of luck on Saturday, Danny.
All right, thanks, Mitch.